he needs to be held accountable. What he needs to be held accountable for is his personal responsibility to be on the side of Donald Trump for a very specific reason.
I like that.
And I am going to lay that out now, and I'm going to get back to the rant that I was on before, so buckle up. It is a very rare situation where the political war, I hate even using that word, the conflict that we find ourselves in politically, that in my opinion has been intentionally blown out of proportion, but not out of proportion, has turned intentionally nasty between the two sides because the people who benefit from divide and conquer want it that way. But.
So let me give you a case in point example. He's saying this stuff has been blown out of proportion, divide and conquer. There's a lot of big truth to this divide and conquer thing, right? But come on, guys, if you've been following all this, meaning like you're considered a conspiracy theorist, if you're like, you know, very right-winged or traditional values, even if you're not one of those and you're both sides, left and right, they accuse the other sides of conspiracy theorist shit. Like, oh man, the one side is a part of the Illuminati that wants to enslave us all, and this particular guy is a racist bigot. This other side is, they're socialist and communist. Look at, after we've had so many people with actual fucking balls, like Andrew Tate and Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson, who have predicted political demise and attempted assassinations and pandemics. All these people considered conspiracy theorists who are pretty much the epitome of proof that there is a globalist aristocracy agenda to get everybody on a grid, to have some kind of centralized freaking currency, that everybody's going to be trapped in an electric car and have to surrender their guns. And as of, this is August 2024, the economy is shot to shit, and it's all to make you a freaking insect-eating vegan, and that, meat eaters and gasoline is bad for the environment. And I don't know if you follow all this kind of stuff, but basically that the powers that be that are who are actually running the worlds and the governments are trying to put pressure on all the common people, all the peasants, all the common working people. They're trying to put pressure on us to get more control, get more resources from us, and basically coerce communism, or whatever you want to call it, tyranny, if you were a left-winger, so he's trying to say, I catch a lot of these YouTubers, and I like this Jesse on Fire, but a lot of them, they're always like, and some of them have like chicks that are half liberal, so they're like this, I catch these guys that have thousands of subscribers, and they're always like, oh, I don't really side with the political faction. I'm somewhere in the middle. They're doing that sin of Belphegor. They're doing that 48 laws of power by whatever Machiavelli. Like, oh, just sit back, chill in the cut, let things play out. Don't play both sides. Don't really pick a freaking side. Just wait till whoever wins and loses and say that you were with the winner all along. Just kind of be on your own side. There's all these guys. They're always like, look at, for example, me, right? If you haven't guessed already, I'm a supporter of Donald Trump, right? Do I think he's perfect? I don't think any man's perfect. For example, I don't think Mr. Trump realizes that nowadays, I don't know about every state, I don't know about every city, but a lot of police, he's very pro-cop. They ignore the fact that citizens have constitutional rights. They're always trying to swat motherfuckers for guns or weed, which was totally legal when this country started. They try to undermine you and make you slip up. They ignore your constitutional rights. They're just out to, it seems like they're out to get you. And all these people who kiss Blue Lives Matter ass and, they're all pro-Trump and stuff. A lot of these like middle-class people, They fail to realize, because they're from the right side of the tracks, that police brutality and abuse and shit like that does exist, and they want to turn a blind eye to it. And I pretty much come from the ghetto, even though I don't sound like it, and I've seen firsthand how the authorities they don't like you, dude. And Karens call the cops to try to get the cops to fuck your life when you're just like passing through or inadvertently loitering because you have nowhere to fucking go. I grew up really poor and shit. Nobody fucking cares. But you get the point. Mr. Trump isn't perfect, and Kyle Rittenhouse here, he's protesting basically against Mr. Trump because Trump isn't strong enough for the Second Amendment. And I understand his reasoning, but my whole problem is with these people who are major influencers who are like, oh, I don't really pick a side. I'm not really left. I'm not really right. Oh, kind of somewhere in between. Like in between doesn't exist, man. Right now, 2024, we have two fucking options, you dipshit. We have Kamala, whatever the fuck. We have Mr. Trump. You don't get to choose. We're not provided a fucking middle ground. And also, unless you're fucking willfully retarded, Mr. Trump surviving the assassination, I am very convicted, is a sign of God's favor. I am not an evangelical. I am not a Protestant. I don't really believe America is really a Christian country. I can give my arguments why. The religion that I believe is the most true comes from like Eastern Europe. And so anyway, you get the point. But I can't really deny the fact that divine intervention saved Mr. Trump's life and he has some kind of favor. But anyways, again, to people like Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, as controversial or belligerent or uncouth as they may be, I really fucking tip my hat to people like that choose a fucking side and they stick to their guns until they're fucking martyred. And that shit is the real measure of a man. Doing all shit's against you, and even if fucking your people leave you, desert you, you lose your family or wife because you lost money and endorsements or whatever, and you stick to what the fuck you believe, holy shit is that fucking badass. But let me give you an illustration before I take the fuck off, and I hope you guys understood what the hell I'm talking about. This is 2024. We only have two options, Kamala or freaking... Jesse right here is saying like, oh, this tension and it's been blown out of proportion. It's not blown out of proportion, man. I don't want to drive an electric car. I want free speech. I want America to be the way it's supposed to fucking be, man. Blown out of proportion. If Trump is elected, we only get 4 years of fucking traditional America. That's it, man. All these other stupid fucks, they're way the majority, man. It's only a matter of time till we lose our fucking country, man. Wake the fuck up, people. But back to the point. Like, freaking pick a fucking side. And two, we only have two sides. Kyle Rittenhouse right here, he's like, oh, I'm going to write in Rand Paul. I would vote for Ron Paul too. Guess what? He's not fucking running. I wish Jesse Ventura would run. He's not running. They're not going to win. You have two fucking sides, dude. This is okay. So let me give you an example. Two fucking sides, right? You have Kamala or you have Trump. It's kind of like, imagine you're in the ancient Rome, a gladiator fight, right? So you're forced to fucking fight. You have to fight. Be a man. Do something for your country while you're fucking alive. I got this stupid jury duty notice because I signed up to vote. And I'm trying to get out of it. It's a small price to pay to take advantage of the freedom that usually never existed in all of history. Get the fuck out there and fucking help. So imagine you have two sides, right? Two sides. So imagine this is ancient Rome. You have to fucking fight. You're gonna go be thrown out to the gladiator games, right? You only have two fucking options. So you could pick a sword, or you could pick an axe or tomahawk. This is a tomahawk. Sword, tomahawk, right? You can't be like,
oh, I don't know, like, I don't really want to pick a side, like, maybe I can have nunchucks, you know, like,
that's not a fucking option. That's not a fucking option.
oh, I don't know, I don't really like my options of the sword, maybe I can have some kind of alien blade, or some kind of laser beam gun.
It's not on the table, motherfucker. You have to pick a side, dude. We only have 2 fucking options, man. And again, dude, like I said, there's no perfect fucking person, man. Until we have, this is never going to exist in human fucking history. Maybe it did before, I don't know. You tell me, historians. Like, we're not going to have another St. Constantine the Great. We're not going to have an emperor king who fears God, who could be trusted with egalitarian socialist views. We're not going to fucking have that. You're going to have Joseph Stalins and fucking Mao Zedongs and fucking goddamn, Obamacare coercion and Biden's dumb shit. Now it's come out the same motherfuckers. You're going to have fucking Hitler or some shit. You can't trust socialistic fucking views in the hands of fucking of mere men. So obviously, freedom, what you want to call it, libertarianism, Trump, whatever, capitalism, it seems like the best bet. If you want to disagree, by all means. The point of the matter is we have 2 fucking options. You don't get to choose an alien blade. You don't get to choose fucking nunchuck. You don't get to choose Rand Paul. We don't get to choose Jesse Ventura. We only have 2 fucking options, man. And Jesse on Fire made a good fucking example right here, where Kyle Rittenhouse is basically inadvertently detracting from Trump, saying that he'd rather do Rand Paul. Rand Paul's not going to fucking win, man. I mean, you can fucking dream it, you can hope it, you can try to believe positive until it comes into the matrix of fruition. It's not gonna fucking happen, man. You have 2 fucking options, and there's a lot riding on the fucking line, man. So the moral of this fucking story is, choose a fucking side. Be a fucking man and don't play,
I don't really know. I just want to be liked. I don't want to make enemies. I don't want to lose subscribers. I don't want my wife to leave me for someone who's popular. And like, dude, be a fucking man. Choose a fucking side and educate yourself and get your fucking head out of your ass and realize that if we're fucked. Because even if Trump wins, we only get 4 years of that. Traditional America's fucking dying, guys. It's fucking fading away. Like, some Gen Xers, a lot of boomers, they're not going to live forever. And that's the only people who remember when America was at least trying to be America, guys. This shit is a sinking ship. And really, what I blame all the conservatives who are LARPing patriotism because they're too comfortable. They're waiting for Jason Aldean to lead the charge when the man or big brother finally comes to our hometown. When shit is all stupid and there's fucking evil gallivanting around, they go and shoot beer cans in their backyard on TikTok to protest. Nobody's getting off their fucking ass. Nobody's doing what Thomas Jefferson and Ben Franklin and George Washington said, that sometimes the Liberty Tree gets fucking thirsty, and it's due to happen. And if you don't fucking go water the Liberty Tree, if you don't take that risk, you don't fucking deserve freedom.